So, you're running along a path toward your objective, and instinctively, you look up, you look around, and you notice that you see a door over here. But you're both suspicious and intrigued by that door because you've spent 10 hours in this game, and you know there's either a creature behind that door, or a secret behind that door, or a creature blocking a secret behind that door. So you go to the door, and you just go in swinging, and you kill that creature, and there's a secret there. Congratulations. You see the code in the Matrix. Hi, I'm Justin, and welcome to the XP Log, a daily-ish podcast about my gaming journey. And today, I want to talk about seeing the code, so to speak. Seeing the level design. So you spend so much time in this game that you know how it thinks. You're inside its brain. If that makes any sense. It does not. But let me elaborate. Let me explain. So when you first start off, you're just like the character, really. You're confused. You know, you don't really know what to expect or how to get places, what to look for exactly, right? You're just kind of exploring everything, feeling it out, seeing what you can do, what you can't do, what the game expects of you, what you think the game should expect of you. Just feeling it out, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You're taking your baby steps, right? And then you get a couple hours in, you get a little bit of rhythm, and you start to get comfortable. And you kind of get in tune with where the items are going to be, or where, there's going to be a secret behind this barrel, or something like that. What enemies to expect. Are they going to drop from the ceiling when you grab this item? I know Dark Souls is pretty good at that, and so is Darksiders 3. And you get comfortable, and I think the game does that to you on purpose, right? Because it wants you to get a little bit comfortable. And then you get comfortable, right? And then sometimes it breaks its own rules. Right? So I was playing Darksiders, and I get to a point where I'm at a puzzle, but the puzzle doesn't work how I thought it should. It kind of tricks you into thinking it is a timing game, but it is and it isn't. You have to do something between that, which is kind of outside the box. And kudos to Darksiders 3's level design. I know people have their qualms about it and think it might be the weakest in the series. I'm enjoying it. I think the level design is terrific. Sometimes a bit confusing whether you're going the right way or just trying to explore a secret. But as far as puzzles and stuff, there's some stuff I probably wouldn't have figured out if I wouldn't have happened upon the information like accidentally and then knew I could do that. Right? So just some stuff I was like, okay, well, I don't think this is it, but I'll try it. Maybe it'll cheat me into the objective. But I think that was actually the correct way, And you learn to know whether to trust it and whether not to trust it. Trust your instincts is what you really need to do. And then it's kind of cool, right? Because I touched on it earlier, but you're growing with this character. As this character embraces and explores this world, so are you. And as your character learns this world, so are you. You're learning how the world works, and your character's learning the world, so to speak. And I think that's a very interesting like duality, that you're both in the game. Yes, you're controlling the character, but you're both in the game. And that's really cool. And I think that speaks like to the level design. Because without good level design, you're not in the game. You're driving from point A to point B. You know, you turn your mind off, you just go. And some games thrive like that. There are some game mechanics that work well like that, like say Vampire Survivors or something like that. That you don't need to think about that. You don't need to really be in the game or know what to expect. You're focused on your build and how effective it is. Right? Same with like tower defense games and stuff like that. That's all about, you know, strategic upgrading and stuff like that. You don't really need to worry about level design in that respect. But you do, but there is game design in that, in the strategy. It's just they're giving you tools in your toolbox to use. I guess kind of Darksiders did that for me too, because they give you all kinds of abilities and powers and stuff to use that you have to figure out how to combine them or just make use of what you got, right? And I just thought that was an interesting topic. So let me know in the comments in YouTube and Spotify. Have you ever hijacked your brain into the game like it was the Matrix? Let me rephrase that. Have you ever felt completely in tune with the game? You knew exactly what to expect. You knew exactly where to look for that next secret, where to look for that hidden enemy, where to look for that heart upgrade or whatever it may be. Let me know in the comments in YouTube and Spotify. But yeah, I'm coming towards the end of Darksiders. Matter of fact, I have gotten "this is the final act, are you sure you want to go this way" warning. And the answer is yes. Yes, I do. As always, thank you for listening. Please follow and like and tell all your friends to check out the podcast if you enjoyed yourself. I do appreciate your time today. That's all I got. Peace out.